Hello friends, my name is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Please make yourself comfy for something you've all been waiting for. No, you haven't. It is now finally Christmas season in 2019, and that means one thing and one thing only. That's right. Cats. Cats is coming. Whether you're ready or not, whether you like it or not, it's coming. The movie adaptation of Cats is coming to theaters on December 20th. This video is gonna start out sounding like a sponsored ad, however, it is definitely not. You're gonna find out by the end, and you all know what's coming from me. And you should know because you clicked on this video, you read the title, and you clicked this video, you probably saw the thumbnail. But I'm here to explain the plot of Cats. There are other YouTubers who have made videos similar to this, however, I'm still gonna make my own. Because number one, you haven't seen a plot of Cats from my perspective. Also number two, I think it'll take more than one video for people to fully grasp what the plot of this show is. Before I go any further, if you like videos about pop culture with an emphasis on Broadway, you should subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, because I make videos about both of those things every Wednesday-ish. It's once a week. You'll see it. And now, here is everything you need to know about the plot of Cats. So the show opens and it's like a tribe of cats like having like a gathering of sorts. And then they break the fourth wall and they're like, who invited all these humans here? We should probably explain what we're doing. So basically they explain that the point of this little get together is to decide who gets to be the sacrifice of their cult. Yeah, it's a cult. They don't specifically say it's a cult. But then if you look at it, you look at the qualities of a cult and you look at the qualities of like this tribe of cats, it's a cult. Like, so far it sounds like the plot of Midsummer. So basically the whole show is just like the cats stepping forward and explaining why they should be the sacrifice. So I'm gonna break all of them down now. Jenny Any Dots is like, so I'm a lazy sack of garbage, but at night I turn into a Disney princess because I lead things like mice and cockroaches to learn new hobbies like, you know, knitting, instead of like destroying things. Rum Tum Tigger steps forward and he's like, I do what I want. And that's it. That's his whole ordeal. Ta-da. So Grisabella steps out and like she tries to explain like what her whole deal is, but everybody else is like, no, not you. And then they turn to us and they're like, it's fine, it's cool. She's like, she's seen better days, you know, which is like rude because she doesn't even get to like say anything. They're just like, no, go away, bye, goodbye forever. So then Bustopher Jones busts through. Bus? Yeah. So he's like, anyway, back to me. And his whole thing is like, I'm a very rich fellow. I can get you into clubs that like you wouldn't even like have any interest in going to, but it's like a really cool way for me to like show off. And that's it. That's his whole thing. Bungle Jury and Rumple Teaser bust in and they just like, you know, disrupt everything. They bring everything to a screeching halt and they're like, well, we just run around in the human world, knock over stuff and break things. And they're like bragging about this for a while. And then when they're done, the cats are like, dude. As part of this Jellicle Ball, all the other cats put on this play for old Deuteronomy, who like gets to decide who gets to be the sacrifice for this cult. I picture this as like, if you go to see like some like off-Broadway downtown theater show type of thing, that's like full of actors who have been like trying to make it for years, and then finally there's like an agent who's like in the audience, and so all the other actors, they're like really just like overperforming because they're like, pick me! So the play ends with this like dance, and then Grisabella like just like kind of like straggles in, and she's all like, you know, old and like very worn down, and she's like, hey fam, can you just let me talk? You were being so rude earlier. And the cats are like, no. And then intermission. Oh, and then allegedly, like, old Deuteronomy is like sitting on the stage all throughout intermission, and then act 2. So old Deuteronomy starts act 2 with an existential crisis, which is very relatable. Basically, his whole existential crisis is like, what's the meaning of happiness? What do I need to do to be happy? And he's like trying to say all these like really profound things, but then like all the other cats are like, we're not smart enough for this. Can you please translate? Because we're dumb. Well, here's the youngest member of this cult who's essentially a prodigy. She's gonna spell everything out for you, you dumb donkeys. Okay, by the way, hold on. You would think that like all good musicals would like introduce all of their characters during Act 1. I'm sure someone told Andrew Lloyd Webber this and he was like, oh wait, sorry, I can't hear you. Anyway, here's 15 million other cats. Gus busts forward and he explains he should be the sacrifice because I used to be an actor, but now I'm so old, so what's the point? Skimbleshanks is an actual name of a cat and also comes up next, and then they're like, so I should be the sacrifice because I run the trains. And that's it. So McCavity shows up. He's a well-known criminal, which makes him sound like a mobster, or the president. But I digress. So Macavity just like waddles in, and then he just freaking kidnaps old Deuteronomy. Like he's like the like that fox looking thing on Dora the Explorer, and then he just takes off. Why? No reason. He just felt like it. So Macavity comes back in later, but he's disguised as old Deuteronomy. Like he stole out of old Deuteronomy's, you know, clothing probably, and then you know, came back and he's like, family, I have returned. Don't worry about me. Everything's fine. You didn't see anything. But then this new cat, yes, there's another new cat named Demeter, I don't really know how to say it, sorry. So Demeter is like, hey fam, so like this is not old Deuteronomy. This is actually Macavity in disguise. He sits on a throne of lies. And then Macavity is like, wanna go? You wanna go? And then he's just like fighting with the other cats because he doesn't know how else to explain himself because he's not emotionally mature to understand that. Whoa. So the cats are like trying to find old Deuteronomy, like actual old Deuteronomy, and then in comes Mr. Mistopheles, and he busts in, you know, the right cat for this right moment, and he jumps in and he goes, I can do magic. I mean, that's it, but like, which sounds like, you know, why is he busting it out? But it's because he uses his magic to bring back old Deuteronomy. That's right, he's an actual legit magician. He has studied his craft. So old Deuteronomy is back and he's like, I have made my decision. It was such a difficult choice, but so that Grisabella just pops in and she goes, can I just please talk? Because you all were being like mad rude to me and I just want to sing. So she sings her song and low-key, it's the best one. So old Deuteronomy picks her to be reborn as the sacrifice. So Grisabella is like stoked because she gets to like ride like a car tire into the sky, which is like not made up. I looked this up. It's actually like the cats fly in a car tire into the sky. That is how they are reborn. Then old Deuteronomy turns to all of us and he's like, okay, I know you spent like 2.5 hours being like, who is this cat? Why is this important? Why are there so many cats? But like, I also want you to know that like cats have got a really bad rap. Honestly, we're not as bad as like, we're actually like just like, you know, humans and dogs. So stop giving us such a bad rap. And yeah, and that's it. That's the moral of the story. That is all of Cats. Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote an acid trip, and it is a hit. He never has to work another day in his life. By the way, can you imagine not getting picked every year, and like every year you have to like come up with like some new fancy creative way to like really re-explain why you should die? Like I would be so annoyed if I just like, you know, added in some like hecka like pirouettes and leaps and, you know, trying to give them that old razzle dazzle. I added in effects. I added in like 3D, and old Deuteronomy is like, thanks but no thanks. I would be livid. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you did not, be quiet. Let me know your thoughts on cats in the comments down below, and yeah. Also be sure to subscribe to me and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a brand new video. Again, I make a lot of pop culture videos and a lot of Broadway videos, so you should really come back for more. I make new videos every Wednesday. You can find me on my social media down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye!